Ready? Welcome. So this is the next video in the Learn to Play Band-Maid Choose Me series. So this is video 3, and the approach that we're taking with these videos is if you're an absolute beginner at guitar, then by following these 4 videos that I'm putting out, you'll be able to learn to play a song, but by learning to play this song, you'll pick up some of the fundamentals and be able to get a good start on your guitar journey. And if you are already proficient in playing guitar, and you're just here for the progression and to learn the song, then this is for you as well. Okay, so if you're just looking at video 3 now, please make sure that you watched video 1 and video 2. So in video 1 we learned tuning our guitar down to drop D. We looked at a couple of chord shapes, and I showed you how to play the chorus and the progression for Miku's rhythm guitar in Choose Me. In the second video I showed you palm muting, I showed you another chord shape, and we looked at the intro and we looked at the verse for Choose Me. So by the time you get to this video, you should be proficient in playing from the start of the song roughly up into the chorus. You might notice there's a bit that I haven't shown you there, and that's one of the bits that we're going to look at today in today's video. Now, as always, what I want to do is at the end of the video there will be a half speed playthrough that I will play with the music at half speed so that you can play along with me, and it will help you build up your confidence when you're playing with it. Okay, so assuming that you're all good to go and you've grasped what we've looked at video 1 and video 2, then you're ready for video 3. Okay, so there's a bit of the song that's got a little bit that joins up before the chorus kicks in. And it goes kind of like. So what am I doing there, what am I playing there, and how do we play it? So everything that I done there, we've already looked at in the first 2 videos, okay? We're doing a bit of palm muting and we're doing some basic bar chord shapes. It's literally all we're doing. And it's 3rd fret, 5th fret, and 7th fret, if I'm right, and open D, okay? So all we're doing is it just a single, get that 3rd fret, lay your finger across, make that bar chord shape on the top 2 strings, and just put that up. Okay, and then what I want you to do is take your finger off and palm mute the open D. So then it goes to the 5th fret, and it's kind of a double tap, so it goes. So did you follow what happened there? After I came back to the 3rd fret, then I just went 3, 5, 7. It goes on 7 for double the length of time, and then it goes to that A sharp to begin into the chorus. So let me play that into the chorus for you so you can see what happens, okay? So it goes. So that's how the chorus and the verse are bridged together. And if you were already now at this point proficient in doing the intro and doing the verse and the chorus, then this bit shouldn't give you too much trouble. It's just going to require you changing between the palm muting and the open and getting the timing for it, which is important. But if you follow the playthrough that I'll include at the end of the video, then you'll be able to do that. Now the playthrough that I'm going to do is going to be the final half of the song, the final 1/3 of the song, because that bit has everything in it that the rest of the song has in it for Miku at the end. Okay, so that's that bit. So one more time, just remember it's and then back into your chorus like that. So just practice that. And remember, in the other videos I've said practice when you're not practicing. Well, there's another thing. If you wanted to build up some finger strength, a little bit of fret radar, then that would be a good exercise to do, and it would make you proficient in playing that bit of the song. So that's that bit. It shouldn't give you too much difficulty, I don't think, but I would say it was one of the harder bits of the song for the timing that I struggled with when I first learned it. So the next bit. Now, I said in the last video that the verse was the most fun bit to play through, and for the most part it is. Like, it's a lot of fun. I love playing the verse. It's got a lot of energy, it's got a lot of punch to it. And once you get better, and I'm not claiming to be that good, but I can do it, the Kanami lead for it's a lot of fun. I just stress out too much playing it, so because it's still quite difficult for me, but I've grasped it now. So when Miku's doing the verse, it's a lot of fun to play it, okay? But you know where Miku has the most fun in Choose Me is when Kanami's doing her solo. And Kanami does 2 solos in Choose Me. She does one in the middle, she does one at the end. Now what Miku does on the guitar slightly varies between each one. So we'll look at both of them, but it's nothing that you haven't seen already in the previous videos. So rather than me play along without the music to the solo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with the music to the solo, because it just loses everything if you're not. It just sounds like I'm playing the chorus again. But I want to show you what it's like with Kanami over the top of it. So I'll just put it on here now. So that's what Miku does over Kanami's amazing solo there, okay? So what's the progression and what's happening? I would actually hope that you probably got it when you watched it, because you've already done it in the other videos, okay? So what was different between that and doing the chorus? Well, the progression was exactly the same, okay? But she gives it more kick, and she skips a few beats to give it that ding, that bit of sustain that goes on. And when you play through the final playthrough at the end, you'll get the feel for that yourself, because I did. I got the feel from it and understood what was happening there, and you certainly will as well. But it definitely has an extra layer of passion to it when you're playing, and I think it's because Kanami's playing, like, it just invokes that in you. You just want to go wild with it. I absolutely love it. It's one of the best things about learning to play Miku rhythm guitar, is you get to play alongside Kanami doing her stuff, okay? If, like me, you're just not good enough to do what Kanami does, but you still want to get that buzz, then playing Miku is a good way to compromise until you get to that level. Okay, so the progression for that was exactly the same as the chorus. It was the A sharp, 7, open, 7, A sharp, 7, open, 2, 3, 7, A sharp, C, 7, open, A sharp, and back out number 7 to finish. So that's the progression. She does that over the solo. So you could go and put that bit of the track on now and just play that progression over it to your heart's content, because you're just going to get better and better and better at doing it. So I did say that Kanami does that twice in the song. On the second one, what she does that's different, not Kanami, Miku, sorry. What Miku does is different is this. She goes, well, we'll put the music on. did you spot what was different there? It was right at the start, so you might have missed it. But what happens is instead of going to the 7 and playing open and then 7 closed, Miku does this. So she's playing that D flat instead. So it just adds that little bit of a variety to it. So So that's pretty much today's lesson. I hope that was easy enough to follow, and I would hope that by following video 1 and following video 2, by the time you got to this stuff today, this would have just been putting the song together for you. Definitely practice that though. Because that there, Miku does in a whole lot of Band-Maid songs. So if you're going to want to play Band-Maid stuff, you're going to have to learn to play that. Thrill for One is heavily pretty much just that all the way through it, to be fair. It's got some other bits in it, but it's a lot of that stuff. So that's going to be a great technique for you to learn to play like that. So to finish off this video, we're going to do 2 things. Firstly, I'm going to play through the last half of the song, but at a reduced speed. And that way it'll be easier for you to follow along and keep track of the progression that I'm doing, just in case you haven't quite got it nailed down yet. And then I'll finish off by playing it at its normal speed, and you can attempt to play along with that as well. And then what I'll do for the 4th video, which I'll probably release either tonight or tomorrow because that's going to be the easiest one, is I'll do the entire playthrough at a reduced speed and then an entire playthrough at the normal speed, and I'll give you some more hints and tips at the end of that video. And we'll discuss where we go next and what's Band-Maid song that we're going to look at next. But anyway, back to today. So here is a reduced speed playthrough. It's actually really hard playing it at this speed. I just want to go normal speed here. I'm to slow myself down. final one there on the 7th, kind of slides like that to finish. That will give you a little bit of practice as well in sliding. That was really difficult for me to play that at that speed. It was hard to keep the timing. I kept wanting to go the normal speed. And that's what we're going to do now. So that's it played down a bit slower. You might find that a bit easier to follow along. Now, if you're trying to follow this and there's something that's preventing you, maybe you're not seeing something clear enough, or you're still stuck on something, please don't be afraid to ask in the comments. I wish I'd been more willing to ask for help with guitar at the start rather than trying to take it all on myself. Probably would have came a lot further, a lot faster. So please, if you need help, ask, and I'll clarify things, or I'll take time to try and explain that for you. But for the final part of today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play that last bit through at the normal speed and see if you can play along, and then look out for the last video and we'll play the entire song through, and that's you good to go. Right, okay, so at normal speed now. Try not to get too carried away with it.
I did me anything is
Kanami,
okay. I choose
ready?
you. I got
There you go. And before anyone asks, no, I cannot play that Kanami tonal bit at all. It's too fast, far too fast for me. But I plan to. I've got quite a fair bit of the Kanami from this one figured out. I can play it quite well. I would say quite well. I wouldn't say I was fantastic at it. But no, definitely not the solo. Not yet. Kanami's got some solos that are really easy, and she's got some that are just like, where's the extra fingers coming from? Because I'm not figuring this one out. But we'll look at that in other videos. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope that was easy enough for you to follow. And watch out for video 4, which is going to drop, which will complete the first of this 4-part series where we learn to play Choose Me from Band-Maid. So thank you, take care, and happy practicing.